Chief of Police for the City of Jasper. This morning at 10:32 a.m., 911 got a call that at 1703 Devon Drive, a female had ran out of her home and had collapsed across the street in a driveway, and she was bleeding from the head. She stated she had been shot and that her husband had been shot, and she thought he was dead in the house. So our first officers arrived at 10:36, and they started rendering aid to the female while waiting on an ambulance to arrive. The other officers got there. They went in on the house and verified that the male in the house was deceased. At that time, we put a witness, a neighbor, stated that they saw someone run out the back of the house and into the wooded area behind the house and behind the neighborhood. So we sealed off the area and contacted Donaldson Prison, and they sent their tracking dogs out, and we contacted Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and they sent their helicopter that had a FLIR on it to check for heat sources, and they came and flew over the wooded area. In the meantime, we were getting a search warrant to go back into the house to work it as a crime scene. And so when we did get the search warrant, as protocol, we went back in and searched the entire house, did an extreme search on it then, and we discovered a male in the house that turned out to be the shooter. And we do this to make sure when our evidence technicians go into a house is that the house is safe, and I'm so glad that we did that in this occasion. So we took him into custody, and it turned out that the shooter is the son of the female that was shot. He shot his mother, and he shot his stepdad. And the shooter's name is Nathaniel Barry Anderson. He's age 42. His stepdad is Ronald Martin Minor, age 72, and his mom is Carol Lynn Minor, age 70. She is currently at a Birmingham hospital. She is stable but serious condition, and he is currently in our jail, and we will have warrants on him for murder and attempted murder on his mother. And I'm so proud of our patrol division at how they responded immediately and took action in rendering aid and also securing the house. It was, we set up a perimeter immediately around the house and make sure nobody could come or go at that time. And then the coroner's office came, and so that's where we're at now. I can't speak on a motive at this point. So anyway, I will take a few questions if y'all have any. Yes, ma'am.
Chief, so did the son run out of the house and then back into the home? Can you kind of just...
We're uncertain at that point, or at this point, I'm sorry, because there is some questions like that, because when my officers first went in the house, they didn't notice anybody. Of course, they did not do a complete search in the beginning. They were making sure that the people that were shot were either alive so we could render additional aid, or they were deceased. And then they leave so that we can obtain a search warrant, because if we go and start collecting evidence and things of that nature, particularly with the shooter actually lived there with his mother, from what we understand, his mother and his stepdad were still married but living in separate locations. And so just to preserve our case, we had to go get a search warrant. And we do that standardly. And yes, sir?
I know you said at this point you can speak to the motive of why this happened. Has the police department had any other calls to this location? Any other instances of some sort of family violence between mother, son, stepfather, anything like that?
we're told from some of the neighbors that there were some issues there that concern them, but that's as far as we're gonna go into that. Right now, we're still early in our investigation, and we don't have everything that we need right now. But we wanted to go ahead and reach out to you guys and let y'all know. So we had our schools, we had them on complete lockdown, the Jasper City School Systems, Bella State Campus, WCCT was on total lockdown, and we had a lot of concerned people in the city. And we want to go ahead and meet with you guys so that put everybody at ease. There's no longer a danger.
Chief, is he being held under an IS law with how violent this crime is, or does he have?
Right now, we're not at that point. We're got him, holding him in our city jail right now till we execute these warrants on him, and then he'll be transferred over to the county jail. And then there'll probably be a hearing tomorrow, a bond hearing, and it may very well be an ICE law, but I'm not sure on that right now. Yes, sir.
At this time, can you tell us how much time passed in between when the call came out, when the mother was shot, and then by what time the suspect was arrested? How much time had passed in between?
I don't want to go into that right now. We'll do that later. Okay, all right, thank y'all.